Everyone. Today, me Vaibhav Garg and my partner Utkarsh will going to present a talk upon the topic wireless communication and wireless power transmission. Our talk will be primarily based upon the following key points. First, wireless communication. Second, examples of wireless communication. Third, advantages of wireless communication. Fourth, modes of wireless communication. Fifth, history. Sixth, wireless power transmission. Seventh, forms of wireless power transmission. Wireless communication. Wireless telecommunication is the transfer of information from one point to another without them being physically connected. Transfer is made in the form of energy. This energy is either in the form of radio frequency waves or in the form of acoustic waves. This transfer can be over a short range, such as including the television remote system, or through the long range communication such as space satellite communication. So some common examples of wireless equipment are cellular phones and pagers. These are the most common wireless equipments which we use in our homes and with most of us. Second, global positioning server, commonly known as GPS. GPS is a system developed which works upon the principle of wireless communication and allows us to locate a particular position through the wireless communication mode. Third, cordless computer peripherals. There are many computer peripherals like cordless and wireless mouses and keyboards which work upon this technique. Fourth, cordless telephone sets. Next example is home entertainment sets. Sixth, satellite television. The signals which we receive from the space satellite is in the form of a wireless signals which is received by the antennas located at our house. Thus, it is one of the most common example which most of us have seen in our homes. Seventh example is GSM, Global System for Mobile Communication. Is a system developed for mobile phones to make the communication possible through the wireless mode. 8. GPRS, General Packet Radio Service. It is a packet-based wireless communication service that provides continuous connection to the internet for mobile phones and the laptops. Next example is EDGE, EDGE, Enhanced Data GSM Environment. Enhanced Data GSM Environment is a faster version of a GSM wireless service. 10th, Wireless Acceleration Protocol, commonly known as WAP. It is a set of protocol to standardize the way the wireless devices such as cellular phones and radio transceivers can be used for internet accesses. There are many advantages of wireless network. The most common advantage of wireless network is to span a distance beyond the capabilities of typical cabling. It means that wireless communication enables us to make the communication possible from very distant places through which the cabling is very difficult. The establishment of the cable lines is very difficult. Second, to overcome situations where normal cabling is difficult or impractical. The next comes the modes of wireless communication. Wireless communication can be made through radio frequency communication. Second, microwave communication. Third, infrared, which is a short range communication based upon line of sight communication. Now I would like to talk upon the history of the wireless communication. I would first like to talk about the photophone. The photophone is the world's first wireless telephone through which the telephonic conversation occurred in 1880 when Alexander Graham Bell and Charles Sumner Tainter invented and patented it. The photophone uses the modulated light beams to carry out the audio conversation wirelessly. But the use of photophone is limited due to the availability of the sunlight. Second, radio. The term wireless came into public existence more precisely when the radio was invented. The next part of the talk will be based on wireless power transmission, and Utkarsh will brief you more about it.
without any contact being made. We all know that when current flows through a wire, it generates a magnetic field which goes around the wire and a readily outgoing electric field. When that electric field and the magnetic field comes in contact with another conductor, it generates a EMF in that, and that is the basic principle behind wireless power transmission. Forms of wireless power transmission. Wireless power transmission is basically of two types. First, electromagnetic induction method. In this is mainly used for transfer of wireless energy through a short distance. It is further divided into two subparts. First, electrodynamic induction method. In this, it is basically basic principle behind the transformer, in which the change of current in a primary coil induces a flux in the secondary coil, which leads to the generation of EMF in the secondary coil. And this is also the principle behind induction heater. Second, electrostatic induction method. In this one, two capacitor plates are taken and current is made to flow through them. When the capacitor is charged, there is a generation of electric field between the plates, and which further leads to a generation of magnetic field, and when the conductor comes in contact with them, an EMF is induced in them. Second method of power transmission is electromagnetic radiation method. This is further divided into two parts. First, the microwave method. It's basically the power is first converted into high frequency microwaves, which are then transmitted to a rectina. A rectina is basically a device which consists of an antenna and a circuit of diodes, which converts the microwave back into power. This method is basically being proposed to be used in wireless tower satellites, which are satellites which use solar panels being sent into space, and it is believed that they can transfer the power back to the Earth station through microwaves. This one has a disadvantage that we have to use large receivers to effectively receive the power. This is because the beam gets spread due to diffraction in the power. The last one is the laser method, in which power is first converted into visible laser light, which is then reflected on a solar panel, which converts it into power. This one has an advantage of microwave method, that the wave does not spread, and high power can be transmitted through this one. But it also has some disadvantages, that it can make a person go blind, and the efficiency of solar cells is in today's world is also about 25%. That's all.